Welcome to the future of climate resilience. Today, we will be redefining wildfire response with RESCal, a new tool for smart, holistic customer resilience. Our story starts in California, where devastating wildfires are becoming the new normal. Let's reimagine this future, a future where wildfire response is targeted, equitable, and impactful. RESCal makes this future possible. We are building smart climate resilience with data-driven, holistic solutions. I'm Hilary, and together with Derek and Vineet, we are the RESCal team. We are dedicated to turning our technical expertise into impact by taking people-focused climate resilience to the next level. So let's dive into the challenge. In California, there are these things called public safety power shutoffs, or PSPS events. When wildfire comes, it's imperative that utilities are able to shut off power to protect people. However, these shutoffs can have serious unintended consequences. As one article published after the October 2019 power shutoff said, the highest tolls of this outage will be borne by the most vulnerable, people who depend on medical equipment, whose jobs will be closed, who face food insecurity without refrigeration. We see that resilience is not just about power. It's about people and their specific situations.
RESCal is a new approach for handling PSPS events. Currently, utilities rely on generic customer information like their rate plan to make PSPS mitigation decisions. RESCal is a new utility program which sends out a survey to every residential customer account. Customers are incentivized with a bill credit to fill out the form, while the utility is able to aggregate customer responses. New and existing data is integrated to arrive at a RESCal, a comprehensive metric to gauge overall community resilience. Currently, the RESCal consists of 6 component scores, each addressing an aspect of climate resilience. Understanding the components of RESCal allows utilities and local partners to design and implement the most effective mitigation solutions on a community-by-community basis. Example survey questions can be found in our appendix. To better understand how utilities can use RESCal to engage community-based organizations, let us look at a case study. Shown here is a map of the mobility RESCal across all of California's census tracts. On October 9th of 2019, PG&E began a PSPS event and shut down power to the 12,000 members of the Grass Valley community in Nevada County. Let's zoom in to take a look at how PG&E can use RESCal to better protect this community. Here's a map of Grass Valley and its nearby population. The mobility RESCal clearly identifies the town as needing resilience assistance during a PSPS event. A community resource center placed in one of the bright yellow locations would reduce the impact of a power shutoff. In fact, PG&E did exactly this during the October 9th PSPS event, which validates a RESCal result. Here, we can see the breakdown of the 4 questions that make up the mobility RESCal for Grass Valley and its neighboring town, Rough and Ready. First, we look at the contribution from people answering that they would visit a nearby CRC if transportation was available. The answers to this question would inform the decision to open up additional community resource centers. Next, there's a question about electric vehicle ownership, which informs the potential EV installation of charging stations with backup batteries so that EV owners can still drive during extended PSPS events. Finally, the last 2 questions about household vehicle availability and difficulty walking leads to the option of partnering with local organizations to provide shared transport to CRCs. The data here shows that this last option will be most effective because these responses comprise a majority of the town's RESCal. This targeted approach can be extended to the other categories of RESCal, such as backup power, and identify the best solutions for each and every last community. By implementing RESCal, utilities will be able to better support community partnerships. Local organizations understand the people they serve best, and securely sharing RESCal data enables them to better direct their efforts. Be it a local cultural group urging residents to fill out the resiliency survey, or a food bank checking in on a food insecure household, RESCal can help tighten the utility-community partnership. The final piece of the cycle are the customers, who all benefit from increased resilience. RESCal promotes social justice and encourages action in the most vulnerable communities.
Now, Let's briefly look at the logistics of actually implementing RESCal. As we can see clearly, the services provided by RESCal align very well with the existing business units of each of the three major utilities in California. The current efforts by utilities in response to wildfires have largely centered around customer focus groups to collect some data and feedback, but these have been scattered and decentralized. Working with public safety partners like the Forest Service and medical facilities, and communication programs to educate and engage customers. Rather than reinventing the wheel, RESCal aims to augment and improve these programs to enhance their effectiveness. Our portal will provide high-resolution data at the sub-county level on all important indicators of community resilience. This will allow utilities to design more targeted solutions depending on the specific needs, risk factors, and existing resources of each location and community. Finally, these solutions can be implemented through local partnerships, which can also be seamlessly facilitated through our platform. The benefits of implementing RESCal far outweigh the costs. Here, we show a preliminary cost-benefit analysis for RESCal. While some costs will be incurred in collecting customer data, the potential benefits are extremely valuable. These include improved socioeconomic and health outcomes, more transparent decision-making, increased efficiency through centralization, and enhanced relationships with regulators. RESCal doesn't stop at wildfires. It will help communities be more resilient to other disasters and emergencies as well. We estimate that implementing RESCal will cost about $20 million. This does not include implementation costs for each solution, since these would be shared amongst multiple stakeholders. However, these costs pale in comparison to the effects of PSPS events, which amount to billions of dollars. The RESCal platform provides data-backed justification for effective actions, which could be compelling to regulators while evaluating utility liability. It's a no-brainer for utilities to use RESCal in order to arrive at more effective community resilience strategies. Finally, RESCal complies with existing laws and frameworks for data privacy in California. We aim to leverage existing regulatory processes like EDRP, which allow utilities to share data with local organizations through platforms like Green Button Connect.
It's time to start a new resilience story with RESCal. Let's imagine our new future, a smart, data-driven, impactful future. Solutions will be targeted towards the most vulnerable communities and utilize smart data analysis. RESCal empowers people to work together, building resilience before disaster strikes. The resilience revolution has begun with RESCal. We hope you will join us.